teams square off in what should be an exciting Mountain West showdown. And the Lobos will kick it away to start. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Huskies offense will go on the attack first. And it's often said quarterback is the most high-profile position in sports, and when you have a guy like this, how could it not be?
Yeah, he's the guy that the defense is going to be keying on. They've had all week long to watch film to get ready for him. But, David, when you have his kind of athletic ability and his kind of arm talent, he is so difficult to stop.
Yeah, you can have all week. You can have all season. This guy is so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They trust him. They know what he brings to the table. This offense revolves around what he can do.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Lost one deep down the right side. He's got it inside the 30. And they'll bring him down after the long completion and explosive pass play for this offense. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the gun, the ground game. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8. Trying to pick up a 1st down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. And the Huskies trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Northern Illinois.
They did a really good job of setting the tone and stringing that drive together. It was a long drive. They needed to convert some specific spots. They did it, and here's how they ended it, with physicality. Punch him in the mouth, opening this game with a statement, and they got the early lead.
He'll start the return inside the spot. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the New Mexico Lobos offense has its first opportunity of the day. And greeting them is a linebacking core in the business of disruption, tackling with aggression. Any suggestions on how to work around them?
Yeah, I think you pray. These linebackers are fast, they're physical, and my favorite part is they don't like people. Like, they are trying to make physical tackles, and it starts with them in this defense against the run, blitzing, against the pass. They're all over the field, Palmer.
Yeah, and I think for this offense, you want to be able to establish the run. I think the big key for them is going to be working the double teams in the zone game and getting into the second level. You have got to try and cover these linebackers up and get a hat on them. If you don't, they're going to run free, and they're going to destroy your game plan.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Lobos will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now brings it to the open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll give it to him again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Trying to set up the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. A strike downfield. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll move the tight end. Hand off from the shotgun. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Huskies come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. He'll keep it on the sneak.
Well, he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall there.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease, push somebody back, create some space. There was nowhere to go.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Let's see what the Lobos offense has dialed up this time. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. It's picked off, and that's number 10.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Looking to throw, it's Etienne. He's got it on the move. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the toss. Touchdown, Huskies! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. That's caught. It's Fleming. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Northern Illinois. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick 6.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Now New Mexico will go back to work on offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. And the Lobos are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Finds his man, it's West. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Grabbed in the backfield, it's West. And And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's West. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll keep it on the ground. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. The Lobos will send out the punt unit. That's the end of the quarter, and Northern Illinois has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. They bring the punter onto the field now. Second time today they've been forced to punt. On his way back to the 20. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. Basically everything they've tried has worked, scoring a couple of touchdowns and a field goal on their first 3 possessions. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately, ended up losing yards.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Great place to start for this offense. The give on the inside. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Lobos with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. Pressure coming. He'll pull it down and run. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. The Lobos have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside, defense.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, New Mexico! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Rush is on him. He'll pull it down. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Looking to throw, it's Etienne. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. Northern Illinois will to pin him deep. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. So now to try to take advantage of that defensive stop time starting to work against them a little bit, and we'll see what they can do. And he's brought down after a nice gain. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
And the Lobos have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. The Lobos will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And nobody able to handle that punt, and they'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Setting up the screen. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. The give to the tailback. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find it. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
The run from the shotgun. Runs away from the defender. They make the stop right there, but Northern Illinois has the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. He's open on the right. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Northern Illinois.
I often say the best offenses in college football are the ones that can run the football down in the red zone, but it's not just conventional runs. It's getting the reverse going as well. Why not get one of your best playmakers the football here in the green area and let him go? Nice job getting the pitch, using his speed, scoring a touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll go with a direct snap. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. Oh, they're after him. Trying to get rid of it. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. And the Lobos send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll signal for and make the fair catch right around midfield. They'll start this drive at their own 48. To the air on 1st down. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And the Huskies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Plucks it out of the air. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Got a man in the middle. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Looking to throw. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Huskies! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the 2nd half?
And he's coming out of the end zone. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Quick handoff. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like you've got a great atmosphere today in Albuquerque. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this 1st half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at University Stadium.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Snagged in the middle, it's West. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
The Lobos now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. To the air on 2nd down. Here's a hit. Chunked it away just as he was hit. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Safe completion on the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive going to the air. Gets it out quickly. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Back to pass. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. They'll send the tight end in motion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got his man. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down. The Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Quick spin on the run.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Bring in the heat. He's going to run it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. A shot toward the end zone. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short. They'll leave it with him. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. Line is set on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. And the Lobos decide to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. From the gun, the give, looking for room.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's ETN. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. The Lobos will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. A quick pass to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. 1st down, 10 yards to go. Tight end now in motion. He'll keep it himself. There he goes. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. This Northern Illinois offense continues to move quickly. fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. Makes the grab at the 6-yard line. It's first and goal. The snap sets up to throw. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Northern Illinois. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the credit of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Finds a little space. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Lobos are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. 3rd down play from the gun. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Lobos will call on their punt team. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. Makes the grab. It's Stroman. Smashes through the tackle. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your...
Turning it on! Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on 1st down. Now back to the line. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll go to the ground. Fighting off the defender.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Right down the boulevard. It's good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. Direct snap. Jukes his way for more. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6. And the Lobos with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll go right back to him. They've got it out to the 34 after getting 5 there. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Wants to throw on 1st down. Here comes the heat. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Man, how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
And his first pass is incomplete. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Unloads to the wideout. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference.
Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
He'll do it himself. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. The Lobos come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Ramsey. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Makes the grab down the middle.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. And the Lobos come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Quarterback on the keeper. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out. On the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll run it to the right. Nice move to pick up yardage. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Quick completion on the out. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. The Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Fights off a defender. And this guy has some shiftiness to him, and he showed it off to the defense after picking up a few. And the Huskies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He'll run it again. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Off the play fake on 1st down. Finds his tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. So now it's 2nd and long. They go to the ground. Nice move there. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Leaves it with the back. Runs through a tackle. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a 1st at the 29. Single back formation, and they give it to it. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. 2nd down coming up. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, David.
They do, and they've shown